Good morning, friends and neighbors of the Hapeville channel. Dewey here. I wanted to go on at 9:45. I'm 5 minutes late because I couldn't find a live button. You know Facebook, they change stuff without telling you. That's what you get for free. It is cold this morning, but sunny here in Hapeville. It's about 45, 46 degrees. And I figured I'd start right here, my walk this morning, at the intersection of Dogwood and North Avenue. So, and we're gonna walk in that direction towards west on North Avenue. So as many of you know, this was changed, the name was changed to Dogwood back in 1996 through council action and a city vote for the name, because Stewart Avenue had a pretty bad reputation back at the time. But here we are at the intersection that you all probably know very well. Sorry about the wind. So we've got a lot of empty gas stations sitting here. This spot for the last year had a restaurant in it called Impero Cafe. They just closed. So good morning, William. So from what I understand, that is very common at this intersection, and particularly at this building. Locals are like, that building's cursed. No business can stay alive there, and it seems to be true. That's called the Pantry, and back in the day, decades ago, 50s, 60s, maybe even to the 70s, you all remember that was Tom's Night Owl, but I'm sure it's been many other things. This cute little mid-century modern building is just opened a couple months ago as the Green Bugs store, and they sell children's clothing. Don't know when that was built or what else has ever been in it. I turned this way, but the sun is really bright. But this is where the Quickie Mart, no, I'm not saying that, Quick Pick. The Quick Pick was here, but the sun is in your eyes, so I can't really show that to you. I've never seen a human being here, but it says Georgia Peach Auto Sales and Brokerage, but I don't think that's, I have no idea what's in there. There's a little open sign, but I've never seen a human being doing business there, so I don't know what's there. And then, of course, across the way, I have a vintage photograph of that gas station when it was built, and it was just so cool back in the 30s, late 30s, early 40s. Then right behind it, there's a salon, and the other side is empty, but there's a girl who follows us, a woman, and she says that she remembers her father having a pawn shop there. And I think there's a place called Scott's Barber Shop there. Well, we're gonna go ahead and walk down the sunny side of the street, walk down North Avenue this morning. And I always say I'm not going to talk very much. I always say that because I feel like a lot of the parts of the neighborhoods I walk into, I don't know much about them. But then y'all start telling me stuff, so that's fun. But hopefully something cool. I'm hoping that we're getting to a time where this intersection, which is very valuable as a gateway to Hapeville, so many wonderful things could happen here. I don't know why they're not, but the time will come. Here's number 607. North Avenue. I'm mostly going to face this direction just because that's where the sun is going. A friend of mine in East Point looked at buying this, ended up not because it needed so much work. Then somebody else snapped it up, and they're doing so much work. This one is, if that's the mailbox is down and so are the numbers, that's 607. That's 615. 611? Yep, that would be 611. What do you guys think of that? All black with some new wood on it. You're seeing this a lot in the Tri-Cities area now. I'm not crazy about the all black with the wood on it. I don't think that's in keeping with what's surrounding it, but a lot of people like modern. And I guess that's what you'd call the new modern look. But I feel like in 15 years we're going to be like, oh, that's dated. Here's number 615. I love the style of house here in Hapeville that you see with the little swooped front. This is number 619 and 621. Here we are at North Whitney and North Avenue. North Whitney and Myrtle were the streets to live on back in the day. But we're gonna continue walking down this way. Here's number 639. Here's 3277 sitting up on the hill here at the corner of North Whitney and North Avenue. I want to show you this. I like this sign. It's been here for such a long time that look, it's all weathered and bent. That's the Presbyterian Church. Just in case you didn't know, it's down North Whitney. Good morning, Don. I started at the intersection of North Avenue and Dogwood this morning, and now we're walking towards North Avenue School on North Avenue. Just taking a look at the houses and enjoying the neighborhood this morning. This one's been remodeled and renovated. I never know if they're remodeled unless you see the inside, but that's number 647. It's very windy this morning. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but you can still see. Well, I like the green. That's a beautiful little house. And what's nice is it's up off the street with their little picket fence. Good morning, Dawn. Beverly with us this morning. Number 651. Again, you can see, look how fast they go. I'm that old guy that wants to stand out here and go, slow down. Another example of the original house had a porch there and they closed it in. It's not common that you see the porches left open. So I'm gonna walk over here to North Avenue. I want to show you guys something out front that I found last year that I think is really interesting. Because of course this is now called the Teaching Museum South. Fulton County runs it. They do field trips here for their kids. Teachers come here for meetings. It's like an admin building. And they have each room themed for teaching purposes. So the kids can come and see a replica of Anne Frank's apartment. They can come in and see a train that is set up in one of the rooms. There's one that looks like a courthouse. So that's pretty cool. But out here in the front, and luckily the sun is shining ever so beautifully. You look at the original pictures of the school and the big window was still there. Unfortunately, they blocked it in at some point. My friend Charles told me that big stained glass window was a constant target for vandals. But here you can see Fulton County has some cornerstones and things from past locations, like this one from 1935 from the Russell High School Vocational Annex. Isn't that cool? Here's a cornerstone from Russell. I know my shadow's in the way there, but it says William Russell High School, James McGee Superintendent, erected 1923. School Bond Commission lists a bunch of names. But this is where the cornerstone ended up after Russell High School was torn down and they put in Tri-Cities High School. Laid by the Grand Lodge of Georgia, James A. Hamrick. And there's a piece of a stone, it's upside down, from Russell High School. I don't know what the rest of that is. This is a little more recent. It's in memory of, looks like College Park Elementary School. And then over, oh, here's the other piece. That piece that's right there, it goes there. Oh, it says it's for... All right, let's try this again. I got disconnected. So I'm headed past the school. And I wanted to show you down here. This area. So there's the main entrance, North Avenue Elementary School. There's a couple things down here in memoriam of that superintendent, again, 1859 to 1940 he lived, James T. McGee, the teacher, counselor, friend, erected by a Russell High School Alumni Association, 1941. So then they moved it over here. And then over here, at some point, amongst these trees, of which we just lost a big one a couple of weeks ago, there is a marker that just sits here unnoticed. This whole area apparently used to be called a memory garden. I would imagine it maybe was a rose garden or something, but the only thing left to indicate that it was here is this. And it says the memory garden of the North Avenue School was made possible by the Jerry, I never know if that name is Jer or Jerry, J-E-R-E, it's the man. I know there are a lot of Welleses. The Jerry A. Wells Band of Mercy, and was dedicated May 10th, 1933. Let's see. So it says the memory garden of the North Avenue School was made possible by the Jerry Wells Band of Mercy. I'm going to have to look up what Band of Mercy was, and was dedicated in 1933. So I wonder what the memory garden was memorializing. I wonder. There's a hole in the top, so something was sticking out of there at some point. But that sits out here in this area. So these trees back in 1933, those trees, they're not old enough to have been here, but the North Avenue Memory Garden. Huh. All right, so I figured I'll walk us down. Oh, I don't know. I'll ask you, do you want me to go left and go down, I always forget what street that is right there. Right there. Or do you want me to go right? Good morning, John Hill, and go down Oakdale. Why can't I remember the name of that street right there? Goes down by Cofield Park. Or we can go this way and go down Oakdale Road. Good morning. So right or left, y'all? Here's the playground back there behind, I mean, no longer, but the land. If you go on Google Earth, this whole park back here behind the school, on Google Earth, they call it West Bowling Park. I have no idea what that means. D says he's distantly related to Jerry Wells. All right. Good morning, Penny. Left. All right, Penny gave me the answer. We're going left. That's good, because that'll tell me the name of the street. I always forget. I ride my bike over here a lot because Douglas isn't in the summer, because Douglas and I love to ride by Cofield Park because it cools down like 10 degrees over there when you go down that dip and go under those trees. It's beautiful. Here's 3276 right on the corner of Myrtle and North Avenue. But I think about back when this school was open and how many kids would have crossed these, how busy it would have been, all the activity. I think that there were probably patrol leaders, kids who like wore those little belts and came out here and helped people across the street. I'm sure there were elderly women that lived in this neighborhood that volunteered their afternoons to come out here and keep these crosswalks safe. I just love to imagine the bell ringing back in the heyday of this school in the 50s and 60s, and all these kids tumbling out with glee out of both doors and headed in every direction on North Avenue. That is a sight I would love to have seen. We're gonna go left, and I'm gonna probably kick myself when I realize the name of this street, but then I realize, you know why I don't know it? Y'all, here's my excuse. 'Cause it ain't there. so it hasn't gotten into my brain. There's North Avenue, but this way is not there. What is this, y'all? Lake? This is Lake. It just hit me, because I know we've got 2 lakes in Hapeville. I'm gonna walk around on the closer part to the school so y'all can see this side. 1929, this school was built. What an exciting thing that must have been. At that time.